This is a HeadGum podcast.
Gather round! I like that! Yeah!
Yes!
Mess around!
That's what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh!
Stand all day. Mess around. All night. Look at that.
They messing around.
Hannah,
Yeah.
is that you?
It's me.
I wouldn't know. I took my glasses off, and and now it's really difficult for me to tell who I'm talking to. But I can hear your voice. It is lovely to hear from you.
By the way, did you know that it's a me? You know, they go like, it's a me, Mario. It's not him saying it's me.
What is he saying?
It's a me in Japanese means super.
Really?
Yeah. We all thought they were doing like some sort of offensive Italian accent. It's a me, Mario. No,
Wait, so let
it's
me
just saying it's Super Mario.
Hold on, Hannah. You just said we thought he was doing an offensive thing by saying it's a me, a Mario. Once we realized it's a me is Japanese.
Yeah.
But then he still goes Mario. So
maybe
he's still
that's how you
doing
say
the
Mario in Japanese.
Mario. So, but is this Italian man Japanese?
I don't know. We just heard the word Mario, and I think we all just ran with it. We're like,
Hannah.
it's got to be.
I think what's happening here, Hannah, is that we're all so confused.
This is also a fact.
Because you thought it was offensive for him to say Mario, it's a me, but he's still saying Mario in the same accent, in the exact same accent. And this is an Italian man speaking Japanese, but you thought that he was an Italian man speaking Italian. Mario is Italian. And Luigi, what you think, they Jamaican? I think my point is...
If you're from Jamaica and your name is Luigi, let us know. Let us know if there's one of you
is
out
that none
there.
of it's offensive. My point is none of it's offensive, Hannah.
This is also... Have we gone full circle on offensiveness where just now nothing is offensive?
It's not. It can't be. It's a video game. Have you played Grand Theft Auto? They do the wildest stuff.
This is what we call offensive. It's offensive.
Mm-hmm. We're going to write that rom-com that everyone wants to see called How Hannah Got Her Groove Back.
Ooh.
It's going to be you. I already got it planned out. It's going to be you on vacation with your friends.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're in your 50s, late 50s.
Yeah.
Maybe early 60s.
Yeah.
You're going to be there talking about, I'm just a high-powered lawyer who has just been working so much, and I just need to relax. And then it's going to be one of those who's one of those young actors that's out there now. It's going to be Danny Ramirez.
Who just reposted our Romcom situation.
Your boy Reggae. Boy Reggae. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy Reggae. He reposted it, so he could do it.
Sure.
Reggae, don't say sure so fast. You got a husband. He's going to be mad. He's going to have to have his say in it. You were too eager for that.
I think it's a great idea.
Let's do this. I wrote the script. And then that's going to be all. That's the new rom-com.
All we need is someone to donate their grandmother's face.
Yes. Just smash
we
it.
are set. It's a lock. It's greenlit. This episode 511, the apartment, is so funny. I have talked about this episode well before we have done this episode because this is the one that felt the closest to my real life. And Wendy, who EPs our podcast, when she saw that it was this episode, she's like, oh boy. Like, this is a little traumatic and triggering for her because she is for sure the Jess of my life in this particular scenario.
I kind of gathered that.
Yes.
Just
this is all very real.
You and Wendy's dynamic. Because here's what's been happening, guys. For the folks that don't know, Hannah be making mistakes. And then Wendy be fixing those mistakes. Like, Hannah, you're embarrassing us.
Indecisive. I'm very, very indecisive. I have moved, I don't know, Wendy, what do you want to say? Like 4 or 5 times in our friendship? Yes. And every time, it's like there's a panic that happens like 6 to 8 months beforehand where I just like the chicken grows to the size of the cage kind of thing. Like I just start acquiring random stuff. Chick cage. And then I start to fill the apartment and then all of a sudden I have to move. And then I'm like, it's actually impossible There's no way to get all this stuff out of this box. Like we're packed to the walls and the ceiling. And so then Wendy would fly in and we would try to make piles. But the problem was everything she held up, I had about a 90-minute story about. And then the story would get me weepy and it would go in the keep pile no matter what. And then it's problematic.
Hannah, I think my takeaway from this is that you have a great friend who will fly across wherever the country, sometimes to a different country to help you pack.
That's right.
I don't know if this is abuse, Wendy. Blink twice.
She's like, please help me. Please never move again. She's recently just did it. It's a bit of a living nightmare. So we went from having the yes pile and the no pile to the yes, the no, and the maybe pile to help me with so I wouldn't get so stuck in the loop. And then the problem was it just became the yes and the maybe pile. There was no point to have the no pile. And then the maybe pile just became also a yes pile. So it actually didn't help at all.
You know, I used to kind of be that way, but what I did was I got weird with it. Oh. So instead of like properly, because when I first moved to LA, I moved four times in 4 years from a different apartment to a different apartment. And when I did so, I would wait till last minute. And keep this in mind, throughout the year, my friends were pretty close. And we would help each other out with all kinds of stuff. And every time somebody asked me for help, I would say yes. Reason being, because I knew there was a time where I was going to move, and I knew it was coming. It was a year away, and so when I would move, I wouldn't even pack stuff up. I would just have all my people come to my apartment with their cars, and I would. You think I'm joking? I would take all my clothes and have them in one big pile in my room, and I would have everybody come in and just take a pile and shove it in their trunk or in their car. And the only thing that I would truly put into like a bag or a backpack or something like that, or a duffel bag, were like my underwear.
I was about to say, you got loose undies?
Loose underwear. And some of them, every time I moved, some of them would come up missing. So out there, someone's walking around, you know what I mean?
You just solved the mystery of Hollywood Boulevard, because there's always this random underwear. And you used to live in that weird, creepy apartment.
Yes.
On Hollywood.
I know.
Those are your underpants. We solved
people
it,
walking
you guys.
out there. I knew it. I could smell them a mile away. They smell like dead cool, only from Alfred's. And remember, when you're at Alfred's, please ask.
Alfred's is like, we did not ask for this support. Listen, I want to talk about this episode. I feel like we kind of just did. Because it was written by the crazy talented Nina Pedrad and directed by one of my favorite directors of all time, Christine Gernon. Not only because of how she directed this episode, but because she is the genius behind Gavin and Stacey, one of the best, funniest, weirdest, most perfect shows that have ever existed in history. Have you seen Gavin and Stacey?
I'm not going to lie to you and say I have.
You need to watch it. You will be so happy. You're welcome. Merry Christmas. They tried to adapt it, I remember, for Fox, and they shot the pilot, and it never aired. The show never aired. A super famous actress actually played Stacey. But there was Meryl Streep.
Viola Davis.
If you knew what this show was about, you would know that this is bad. Anyway, there's certain things you just can't replicate. It's so cultural, right? It's just so much about the Welsh and the Essex culture that there's no way to make it like, and it's a guy from Pasadena and a girl from Manhattan Beach. Like, it doesn't work in American culture. It just doesn't work. But, oh, man, it's so great. Christine Gernon. So when I knew she was coming on to direct this episode, I freaked out, and I fawned over her so much, and we so bonded that she ended up directing the Greatest American Hero pilot that I ended up doing.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, she was a big part of that, and she's the most talented, awesome human being. Anyway, Christine Gernon, I love you so much.
We love you, Christine Gernon.
Yeah, I love this episode so much. It's like so many things. I'm like, it's genuinely me doing zero acting and not knowing how to pack an apartment. And I got to like meet the famous Christine, and Nina wrote it. And I'm like, this is a great episode.
Fun fact about this episode.
Oh.
In the very beginning, I'm not sure if folks, and we'll put up a photo if you could see my haircut.
I did notice your haircut.
So that's, let me explain to you. You notice it in the beginning and you don't see it in the rest, because what was happening was we shoot these things out of order. And my hair was like a tiny little kind of curly mohawk, right? That was like a little faux hawk. That's what I had. Yeah. Well, we had a guest, my barber couldn't make it one day, so we had a substitute barber who came in. Mohawk, a little patch of hair that goes across the top. Mm-hmm. You know what he did? He didn't ask questions. I'm sitting down ready to get my hair cut. He doesn't ask questions. He just takes the clippers and goes and cuts it off. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing? He was like, what? I was like, what? You just started hair. He was like, oh. I was like, what? I said, we've been shooting with this hair. Why would you just, you wouldn't even ask me? Continuity. He just shaved it off. And so what they had to literally pick it up from the ground, put glue in my hair, and just.
I'm going to choke and die.
Tap it on there. And so when you look at this episode. I'm going to choke and die. When you look at this episode, it's my hair. I have floor hair as my hair, but from the floor. My hair, but from the floor. And I'm not going to say who this barber is because he's actually a dope barber. But he, for some reason that day, was not thinking. He just walked in and just went, wow. Cut the hawk off of my mo.
That's insane.
What an idiot.
One job, like, this is why when people are like, I meet people who are hairdressers and who are like, oh, I'd love to be able to do like a movie or a TV show or whatever with you. And I'm like, it's a different skill. Mm-hmm. Can you keep everything looking exactly the same?
Yes. I want to walk in the room with one haircut. Here. Yeah. You can't do that. And
you get to set the look, but then that's it. This is where we live now.
Yep, that was, so I think Christine had to fight against that because I was not a happy man that day.
I can't imagine. I wouldn't be happy. I told you once when I got my bangs cut to here. And I was like, oh, what do we do now? And they're like, well, now you got to have like, bang wig. And I was just like, you're so distracted the whole time because you're like, yeah, Tyra Banks. Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys, we have to dive into this episode.
Okay, here we go.
It's so great.
So it's the end of an era, right? Cece is moving out of her apartment and into the loft. Of course, Jess is there to help manage both the packing and the emotions. Not to mention some work problems of her own. Winston asks Ally for a new partner, but quickly learns he made a big mistake, while Nick and Schmidt deal with a nasty flasher at the bar. Boom. We've all been there. We've all been flashers at a bar.
Have you ever seen a flasher in real life?
Yes.
For real?
But he wasn't a flasher. But he wasn't a flasher. He was just a dude on Hollywood Boulevard beating off.
And what's great, we're just so used to the abuse now. We're just like, man, it's different. It's a CVS, you guys.
Yeah.
Of course it's gonna happen.
Of course there's foolishness outside of a CVS. But he was just standing on Hollywood Boulevard. And what was crazy is that it was a regular night. Police are patrolling. They're up and down the street. This guy's just walking and beating. He was just walking and beating. And people were just like walking right around him. He wasn't aggressive. He wasn't like, he was just like enjoying his day. I guess he felt he was at home and was just in a different dimension. That boy was on Hollywood. Well, I mean, he was at home technically. You know what I mean?
No trousers. That's right. What you gonna do?
Oh my God. Okay, so we start off. There's a mystery package, right?
This is also one of the funniest opens ever, where he's like, "Well, it's not mine. I go get all my packages from the port." Wait, and you say something insanely funny too. You're like, "Well, it's not a cat house and it's not a pair of pants, so it's not mine." It's such a funny open about what's in the box.
Yeah. Well, all they got to do is open it.
Mm-hmm. It's such a funny moment. And then when she comes in and opens the door and drops. She's carrying too much stuff. And Nick's like, you want any help with that? And she's like, no, this is where I plan to put it. Right here on a huge pile on the floor because it all drops out. So Nina, man, you crushed this episode. It's just funny out the gate.
Mm-hmm. Now remember Becky Cavatappi? The woman who took over for Principal Foster when Jess went on jury duty?
Cavatappi is such a good name. Cavatappi.
That name has, as soon as I was watching it, as soon as she said Cavatappi, I was like, oh, that's from New Girl. I don't know why I remember that name from so long ago.
Cavatappi. I also love later in the episode when he's like, when Schmidt goes, and I'm sure this was improvised by Max, he was like, what's a Becky? He's so confused because they're supposed to be doing a certain job. What's a Becky?
Becky. Now Jess is back. Yeah. You know, she's back at school. Becky, played by the iconic Elizabeth Berkley.
Crazy.
Yeah, already proven to be a real piece of work. You know what I'm saying? She's making Jess do all the hard stuff while she's just taking. I mean, literally through this episode, she's just luxuriating this entire time.
Don't you know? Like, have you never had a boss like that was like, you do all the heavy lifting, am I right a passage, am I right, blah blah, and then they took all the credit. I had a boss like that, and I was like, what?
I had a boss at Hollywood Video where I was working, and he would literally be in the back having sex with his girlfriend. And he would stack the videos up so you couldn't see through the window, but it was right here next to me.
Video
and he would bring alcohol
wall.
in. Yes, he would make a video wall, but I could see right through the video wall. Like I could see it.
Ew.
Yeah, ew is right.
Trauma. That's disgusting.
They had never wore protection.
So many babies born because of Hollywood Video.
That boy got 1,100 kids.
So the package was actually a punching bag. Also, I thought this is very like a very healed approach how to deal with the frustration. I was like, this is great. She's not taking out on other people. She's not projecting. She's just like, I'm gonna get a literal punching bag. I'm gonna go ham. I loved it.
Did you say? Okay. So, what was the word you just used for it? You said it was a something
punching
approach.
bag.
You said it was a very something approach.
Healed.
A very healed approach.
Yeah, because she's not like going out and just like, because she's so mad from work and like yelling at everybody or whatever. She's like, no, I'm going to get a physical thing to like let my frustrations out on.
Still violent.
It is violent, but she's feeling violent. So what do you do with those feelings?
You meditate. You take it up with the divine.
You go for a nice walk down Hollywood Boulevard.
You'll find yourself a man.
Okay, so in bigger news, Cece is officially moving out of her apartment into the loft. It only took me 5 seasons. Jess is a good friend because she's going to help Cece move. And then she walks into the apartment to find nothing done. Literally nothing. And Cece has to be out by the end of the day or she loses her deposit. Wendy wrote, very Hannah Simone coded.
We just talked about it. Hannah, is there, now you're a procrastinator, which is a sign of being a genius, they say.
Thanks so much.
Yes, I said a sign.
It's the main sign.
I didn't say what's
that
true.
Confirms that you genius. That says it's a fact. I will say this on my not my last move, that's a lie. One of my biggest moves from Toronto to LA, and Wendy made the mistake of living in the same building as me, so she was really roped in. She documented the move and my packing. And so Wendy should, when we put this together, Wendy, we will select very carefully some clips to put in here of how I pack, because it's literally me running around the apartment in like a dress from India, a scarf from Canada, boots I got in Texas, sunglasses I got off the street in London, looking like a lunatic running around being like, this is all to keep. I want all of these things. I'm bringing all of these things to LA. It is so unhinged, and I'm not trying to be funny. This was my process. And there is video evidence of it. There's a couch that my cats had all peed on, and I'm crying because I don't want to throw the cushions in the trash because my babies peed on the couch.
Oh, it's so sad!
Like, I'm truly unhinged when it comes to moving,
Hannah.
and I can't let anything go. I know.
Hannah,
Just walk
how
away
long have you
from
had
it.
cats? No. I got a question for you. How long have you had cats? How long have you had cats?
My whole life.
And you had cats long enough to know that
Yeah.
you didn't have to throw the cushions away. You don't know the cat hack?
Which is what, throw the cat away?
You take the cat litter. Well, that's one. You take the kitty litter and you pour it all over the couch and you let it sit. You let the kitty
You put
litter
a bag
sit
of rice
for 8 hours. Yeah, and it absorbs. It pulls out all the urine
No.
and it cleans the couch from the inside.
No, these cats had a lethal stream. There was no saving this couch.
Wow.
And it was bad. It was so bad. I trashed that. Well, the cats trashed the apartment. That's a whole other story. Okay, so at the bar, Winston tells the guys that he asked Ally for a new partner. Oh, this is really sweet. I will say you and Max got to do some real, like, dramatic, connective, emotional, sweet acting. Don't do it. Oh, there we do.
Go ahead, keep going.
Is this the episode they submitted to, like, the Fargo director to be like, he's capable? He gets
Right.
real upset about Hutch. He cries over David Coulier. Watch his range. He'll win an Emmy one day.
Oh my God. Yeah. So yeah, he's telling them that he has to leave Allie because she keeps talking about her boyfriend and his ass that don't quit. You know. Anyway, Allie didn't take it too well. She angrily, she shoves that box.
Yeah.
She goes on and on and on about all the
That
stuff
list is
that this
so
man taking stuff to Urinetown. And my
The
favorite
fact
though,
that you're not phased is also the greatest response. You're just like, this is normal things for a person.
because it's in there. I know it's in there. It's mine. You know what I mean? And I know why I have them. I know when they got put in the box. But also, my favorite, which is, to me, in my life, made a iconic presence, which is the Pure Mood CD. And then the new partner comes in, which is probably, I don't know, my favorite guest star ever.
He's literally in my top 3.
Yeah. Sam.
He's such a crazy good actor, / the kindest, most effortlessly funny human being. He's in everything, also, by the way. Put on
Yeah.
any show, you're going to see Sam.
Sam Richardson. Richardson. This is the introduction of Sam Richardson to New Girl. And it made sense. Sam and I go way back.
Wait, what did Wendy call you? What did she call
Your Timu Winston. he basically is. He's probably more Winston than Winston. He's
He's peak Winston.
he's
Winston's
an
trying to be-
extreme. Yes.
Yeah.
Winston tries to
Dunstan.
keep some of his Winston inside. You know what I mean? Because he has to share a space with everybody. So he keeps some of that Winston
That's right.
in his room, in his closet. But then Dunstan shows up and oh my goodness.
He's
oh
very
my
authentic.
goodness.
He's
Very
hiding
au-
nothing.
And I think it was perfect casting because me and Sam, we come from the same school of comedy, Second City. We perform the same. Like a lot of our bits and our sketches, we have the exact same energy.
The chemistry
we
was
would-
crazy between you two because that's so smart about this episode. You go, the chemistry is so on fire. You can't buy that stuff. You see it and you go, they're perfect partners. That's why this episode is so good.
Yeah, and you'll see it later on when we're doing the whole like countdown thing, like 1, 2, 3. That's it. We're improvising that.
It's so good.
We go
3,
0,
2, 1, 0,
0,
negative
-1. There was not scripted. It was not
It's so
scripted.
perfect. You guys were so in the flow, in the zone. And if you notice, Christine, genius director, kept you guys in a 2-shot almost every single time.
Yeah. Now, he even brought his own CD, Pure Moods, which lets you know these dudes are connected. And they both start singing the song, Elations, Elations. Now, here's what I was thinking when I was singing Elations. I was thinking Sade the whole time. The whole time. You know what I mean? Now, for those folks out there who want to get their hands on a Pure Mood CD, please reach out to 20th Century Fox. Fun fact, I get royalties for that.
You do not.
I
For
do.
real? Why? Why?
BMI, it's a song. that I wrote.
You say one word twice with a certain melody, like jingle style. Is that how it is? Like there's a jingle rule?
I guess so. Sam gets
What?
royalties for it too. Yeah. Not a
out.
lot. Not a lot. It's literally pennies, but it's like
literal 4 pennies. Wait, what? Okay.
oh yeah.
Well, we should sing
I get
it
residuals for a
every
few
time
songs
we're
on New
here.
Girl. For a few songs on New Girl, I get residuals for.
Really? I
Like
should have
this
sang
is a
more.
sad song. That's royalties. Ching ching. 'Cause I made that shit up.
You know what you should do is you should try to get it to go like viral on TikTok. So everybody's doing the elations, and then you'll make maybe 40 pennies.
You know what? I should do that and then put like a beat behind it. So can we call Ronnie?
Ronnie!
I'm being serious. Hannah, write that down. We'll get Ronnie.
I'll write it down.
We'll make a clip of elation, and then it'll just be me and Sam body rolling the whole time. And then you have people like Rick roll each other. We'll like
Yeah.
we'll elation roll them.
I love it. I'll elation roll all day. That it does. It though. Also, here's the thing: you and Sam genuinely have good voices. So you guys just made it smooth and buttery, and it sticks in your head. It's catchy.
Hey, elation.
Can't deny it.
Got to have them elation.
Also, it's a word that we're not using enough.
Yeah, the kids they use stupid words now. Cooked,
That's right.
chopped. Y'all need to start using elation.
But you can't insult everybody on TikTok now after you just try to get them to take it on. Now y'all stupid and you don't use good words.
Well, I don't. Here's what I mean. When I say stupid, when I mean stupid, I just mean not smart up here. That's all. that's all I mean.
We
Cooked,
know how
chopped.
audience retention, y'all. We're so good at it. No.
Elations. Anyway,
Okay.
we're back at Cece's apartment,
Yeah.
and she's trying to convince Jess that they should drink. Maybe everything.
Because then
will
maybe
just
everything will just magically
happen.
This is not a terrible theory in life.
It is.
Liquid
That's
courage.
That's what I did
Get it
yesterday,
going.
and I struggled to get here on time, even though it's in my own house.
Struggle to
But
get
the-
down the stairs for 10:30 in the morning. It's a
I
lot.
know. There's a lot. But Principal Cavatappi calls. She calls Jess to say, hey, remember that budget I asked you about? Remember when I said I needed it for the end of the week? I need it tomorrow. So Jess is kind of screwed, right? And not only does she need to handhold Cece through this whole packing process, but now she's got to, you know what I mean? She's got to get through work. She's got to go do a week's worth of work in a night. One night. Jess does what she needs to do, and she decides that, and it was very, very smart. She kicks Cece out of the apartment. You know what I mean? And so she can pack everything herself. You know, your favorite team, my favorite line is that when she goes, your favorite team is the Green Bay not Packers.
Also, by the way, good usage of the little eye peephole. A lot of LA places have the eye peephole, and people don't use it.
People don't use the people?
No, people don't. That's a tongue twister. People don't use the peephole.
People don't use the people. People don't use the people.
People don't use the people. Also,
people don't use the people. People don't use the people.
the name is spelt wrong.
What name?
Parikh.
Oh.
I think we had just decided on how to spell it, and then they put it up on the door. Though I will say, landlords can be mad disrespectful, and they don't care. They're not sitting there trying to make sure that it's spelled perfectly. They don't care.
Parikh.
Parikh to the Parikh.
No, I intentionally have my name spelled wrong when I'm having packages sent to the house. I do. It always says.
You don't want people to know where you live. You have a recognizable name.
It says Eddie Murphy. I put Eddie Murphy on it. It says,
Retractable roof guy.
yeah, so people can leave me alone. You know what I mean? Anyway, we got Nick and Schmidt. They're at the bar. They're dealing with this whole flashy situation. So guess who they call?
So funny.
Winston.
The
And he'll
cops.
help deal with it. We got the bad cops. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, now Nick doesn't really think it's a huge deal because he's been flashed so much that he thinks it's normal for everybody, and which is kind of weird. It is kind of weird because he goes through this whole thing. He's been flashed so many times, so many times. And when the guy comes in, he's actually pretty cool about it. Now, Winston's new partner, Dunstan, he's quickly proven to be,
bathroom thing is so funny.
He can't find the bathroom.
By the way, that is very Wendy coded. If we're all just getting up on people's business right now. Wendy's the kind of person where I'll be like, oh my God, someone dropped $20. And Wendy will go like this.
She'll look up, thinking it's coming from the heavens.
Wendy, am I wrong? Violence.
She hangs
This
out
is
with
very
NBA players
true.
too much.
She's like, up there.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Yes, Sam just being a genius. When he pops up next to Jake at the bar and he's like, where's the bathroom? He's like, not back here.
Again, improvised. Sam started walking off and in the middle of Jake's coverage, just walked into his shot. That was not meant to be a 2-shot.
It's so funny. Oh man,
Just because
Sam.
the bathroom's not back here.
It's
Oh
not
my
back
gosh.
here. And you can see Jake's face being like, what's happening? Oh man.
And then
Okay.
Ally shows up because she heard about the flasher.
Yeah.
You know, and then they start acting all petty, kind of like a real breakup, you know. They both pretend like everything's great with their new partners, but we know it's not. And meanwhile, Cece, she manages to trick Jess into getting back into the apartment door. But by then, when she opens the door, it's basically done. Everything is gone.
Yeah.
You know, Cece freaks out a little bit, but, you know, it's not really about the stuff. It's about her life changing. You know, women, you guys make everything so emotional. You know, I'm like,
I cry all the time when I'm packing, by the way. This is
Really?
honest to God, when I watch this, it's looks like it's broad, right? And we're just talking about the story of her struggling with like getting married and this big life change. But when I was doing it and when I rewatch it, I'm like, this is just literally the documentary that Wendy made about me moving. Like, there's not a lot of this. This is not a stretch whatsoever. Just crying for no reason, then like going back into weird relationships and being like, but why did that happen? It's tricky. I feel like I must have told Liz. This is what I always feel like, because so many things in my real life popped up in this show where I'm like, did I talk to Liz about this? How would this just be exactly how my life is? It's a very Truman Show.
Very much so. You gotta write the truth. You know what I mean?
Write the truth.
We just play it real. But yeah, it's her whole life is changing basically, and she's scared about it. Jess decides to say, "Screw the budget." She's gonna be there for her friend.
It's very
Let's
sweet.
drink. Let's
That's
get
true.
wasted.
That's
Now,
right.
Winston and Dunstan, they're you know, their troubles, they continue. You know, they go back and forth like a bunch of dummies as they're interviewing Nick about the Flash's appearance. You know,
The funniest part about what you start to see is like that they're not perfect partners, even though you think initially they're perfect partners, is that they're the same. And in any relationship, there's a yin and yang, right? Everybody's got their departments. But if you're the same and you do the same role, that means nobody's doing the other stuff.
right?
And you can't have two of you.
Exactly. And
It's so funny.
when they're doing the character description, he's describing him in detail, and they're drawing it, and then you realize that when he asked to describe the person,
Yeah.
Nick is talking about his dick the whole time.
I mean, the amount of attention he has
He had
paid.
a scar. He had all this stuff.
The hook, it looked like a hook was involved.
But Dunstan knew the whole time, and Dunstan was like, he's very detailed. He's like, yeah, I couldn't draw the testicles. I just made up the testicles because he didn't.
We didn't get there yet.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, the girlies, y'all start drinking. You start drinking, talking, chit-chatting. You know, Cece is breaking down, you know, that Schmidt is making up a whole new last name for themselves. You know, is it Zenith or Telluride? Jess says she likes Telluride. And then Cavatappi calls again. Is she in a bubble bath this time? And she's asking for the binder. And the only problem is Jess can't find the binder now. She thought she
got
packed it. And so
This
now
has
you
also
gotta,
happened to me in real life. Where
You have to go and undo?
Yes. You don't know what a nightmare that is for someone with all of my isms. Like, that's insane. To be like, we can't go back now. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
just gone for good. Yeah.
It's up in the universe. It's up there. It's gone.
Okay. So we're at the bar. Boom, the flasher shows up. Winston doesn't take him down.
Yes,
But
they
who's the
fumble
cuffer?
because now they're arguing and they're debating over who's going to cuff. He gets up and then he runs away. And now Nick is like, that's odd, that he never comes in twice a day. I hope he's okay. Now we're back at Cece's apartment, and she goes, "Hey Jess, what if you quit? Cavatappi is making your life miserable. Earlier, you told me I should leap.
Yeah.
You should leap. Jess is like, I'm not a leaper, So she takes small, calculated steps in life.
Like an arthritic dog.
Okay.
I take small calculated steps like an arthritic dog. Great line.
Now, Cece reminds her of the big leap that she took when she moved in.
Oh, this was really sweet.
Yeah. And, in an exchange with a wise best friend, Jess tells Cece, you should call Schmidt to share all of this women emotion that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? Get it out of your system with the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. So she does it. She calls Schmidt on the phone, and she goes, I'm freaking out about getting married. But then, Cavatappi calls while she's on the phone, and instead of giving the phone back, Cece answers. And this is up there. This is up there with one of them calls. One of those very infamous phone calls on New Girl. And she quits on Jess's behalf.
I will say that's probably one of the memes that are sent to me the most. Nailed it. People love nailed it. When you clearly not nailed it.
You did not nail it. You
did not nail it. But you feel good about it. Feels right in the bones.
Oh, absolutely. I would love to quit something like that in an aggressive fashion.
I love to quit on someone's behalf. Do you remember there was like a company for a little while that existed where people would like break up for you? For a minute, it was like your boyfriend cheated on you, and we'll go up, and because you don't want to get emotional and like back out, and they'll like bang on the door and be like, "She doesn't want you anymore. You're a cheater." But I was like, "That's a fun job."
Oh my God! Well, until somebody shoots you, it's like you did, the reason why you broke up with this man is because he shoots guns a lot. You left that part out of your application.
Like, please just open the little eye peephole. That's all I want from you. I'm going to yell at you on behalf of someone else. Bye. Okay.
Hey.
There goes our rom-com. Okay. Winston finds Ally outside of the bar. She caught the flasher.
That's right.
And he can't hold in his feelings anymore. This was very sweet.
Oh, yeah.
It was a very adorable moment.
I mean, yes. This, to me, was the start of the romance. Because prior to this,
More than Snail Eyes? That was also a very sweet moment. This is like block number 2 for me. Like building block number 2.
Well, here's what I mean. She said that, but she also then had a boyfriend afterwards. So you reset. You didn't know she had a boyfriend. You don't know. But then she goes, "Oh, you got kind eyes." So she didn't say I had snail eyes. She said I had kind eyes. And then you find out later that she has a boyfriend.
That was the most wagging finger I've ever experienced in my life. You went all the way to the front.
I call it the Dikembe Mutombo, which is a reference you don't understand.
I know Mutombo.
No. Shout out to Dikembe Mutombo, R.I.P. It's like, I want you back. I miss having you as a partner. She asks if he'll share why he left in the first place. He can't tell her. He can't tell her it's because he's a little jealous, little something.
I really thought you were going to. I thought Winston was going to say the truth. And
no, Winston does. Oh. He does the right thing. He does the right thing. Yeah,
but you know what? This is, again, a credit to Liz Merriweather, because I feel like anybody else would probably have you just say the truth in that moment. I feel like things get so rushed in comedy these days. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't. She does what a real person would do, which is balk at the last minute and not say the thing because it's going well and you don't want to now screw it up.
Yeah, because if I say you keep talking about your boyfriend, she's going to be like, "Oh, you trying to smash."
That's right.
And now I got a partner who trying to be a partner.
That's right.
A romantic partner. You feel
life
me?
Partner.
a sexual partner, an elation partner.
Elations. I'm trying to get
And he
you,
changed it.
like,
He
a
says
couple
you,
more pennies. Elations.
and then he switches it up last minute and says, you know what? It's about how much you hate my music. Ally says, if the Pure Mood CD means so much to you, she'll endure it because Winston is the only partner that she wants to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we
Not
did
the
a movie
lady that
called
can take a punch to the
Desperados.
stomach.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. I remember you going to do that movie. I remember it very clearly because of swimming. There's like all these
Yeah.
ocean scenes or something.
Ocean
And I was
scenes,
like,
yeah.
are you-
And
yeah.
anybody who knows me knows I'm a poor swimmer, but we're working on it. I haven't
Yeah,
swum in
but
a
that
long
was just
time
like a
now.
scary moment. I was just like, they're just going to throw everybody on the ocean.
No.
You
Fun
guys survived.
fact.
You came back
Fun
okay.
fact, I survived because
You
I'm a
did.
survivor.
I know.
We endure so much. Where are we? So, despite the phone call, Jess shows up at work the next day with the full budget done, apologizing for what happened. And Principal Cavatapi is like, I would never let you quit anyway. And then asks Jess to do more work for her
Out of pocket.
so she can take the credit.
Crazy.
Right. And then Jess goes, I quit for real time.
Yeah, I
For
love
real,
that.
dog. And Cece wakes up to find her place.
This is so sweet, by the way. She wakes up, there's a cup of coffee. It's just so sweet. And this is like peak Schmidt,
That's right.
right? Just like these moments that they gave Max to show all the incredible dramatic acting he's going to do. Hello, we're going to see it again on White Lotus, where I feel like he can just dial it right in. And it's just, it's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I love this.
Yeah, he does all the work for her. He packs, he does basically. Later,
He's the
Cece.
Jess to her Becky.
Yes. What a privileged life Cece has. Everybody does
really
everything
does.
for her. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Now, later, she takes a moment to say goodbye to the apartment that she lived in since she was 18. Damn, so for 30 years, she lived in that place. And
Longest lease in LA history.
I know. And then Jess can't miss that either. She arrives just in time to help Cece ceremoniously stick a knife into the wall. Just the way it was when she first arrived all those years ago. And Rebecca, Nadia, shows up.
Yeah,
at the very
that's a
end, which is
great
so
tag,
funny.
by the way, at the end.
Oh my gosh. What did I? Yeah, the only again, my takeaway. This is a great episode. I love the revelation with Nassim. That it's gonna happen. We can tell. I love Dunstan on it, but my whole takeaway from this whole episode was that my barber fucked my hair up. That's it.
You know what's really funny is that it's so shocking. So when you see your hair, I remember being like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then it's just
It
gone.
was glue. It was glue. Glue and floor dust.
And then I was like, I don't know if I'm going to bring it up because it feels pretty dramatic. Maybe he doesn't want to revisit this situation.
Anyway.
Anyway. Okay, we have our Rumi message of the week from Emily. If you would like to be here on the pod too, you can send your questions to us at themessaroundpod@gmail.com.
That's right. Yes. So this episode 511 created a tradition in my life as someone who moves a lot. To open a bottle of bubbles as a toast goodbye, and when I officially unpack a new place. Yes, that means 2 bottles. Got to keep the traditions alive, but raise the stakes. I've done this with all my friends that I've helped move and continue to do so because I believe it's a beautiful sentiment. My question for you guys is, what's a unique tradition you cherish and why? Or were there any traditions you picked up from the show that you still practice today? P.S. The Mess Around Pod has officially become my after-work nightcap. Tuesdays are for Cece and Winnie.
Get out of town. I love that.
Aw. Oh, my goodness gracious. Thank you very much.
Gracious.
Traditions. I don't know.
From the show. Any traditions from the show?
Like either. Are there any unique traditions you cherish? Or,
Were there any traditions you picked up from the show that you still practice today?
I don't think I have any traditions from the show. You know what? I say a Damon line a lot. It's a part of my vocabulary now. When somebody does something, when somebody makes a mistake, I'll go, and I said it on this. I go, "Oh, you're making mistakes." That's Damon Wayans Jr. He would say that on set. We all just started saying it.
That's true.
You're making mistakes, and I haven't stopped saying it when people make mistakes.
The power of Damon.
The power of Damon. I don't know. I don't think I have any actual. I mean, besides like holidays and stuff. That's kind of normal, though, right? That's not a unique. That's not a unique tradition. Every night I have to. That's just bedtime routine when I'm putting my kid to bed. Not unique at all.
What's a tradition that we've taken from the show? I will say, this is not a tradition, and this does not help my friend here, Emily. But what I will say that is unique about this show, and they talked to me about it the other day. I think I was saying because I was going over to your house, and they were like, there's so many TV shows in existence that ran for a long time where they all played friends or family of some sort. And they're like, I don't know if there is a cast that is genuinely as good friends as you guys are and are as connected. And so that tradition, I guess, of us playing friends on TV and then actually being dear friends in real life that have taken our bits to the press, that have done all sorts of weird, fun things together, that everybody knows where the joke is, but we help each other a lot with family, with business decisions. We all come to each other. It's very unique. And just like the friendships on this show are very unique with a lot of different personalities, somehow it works off camera too and has continued for decades.
Far different from the friendship between Noah Wyle and George Clooney. Far different.
I saw that. I saw you post that.
Did you see what I wrote at the bottom?
Yes, I did.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I was like, whoa, okay, Noah.
I thought, hey, man, talk your shit, Noah. Come on, man.
Yeah, talk to Giorgio. Let him know.
It's because of that. I now want Noah to become, we already know who he is. Like, you know the name.
Sure.
You know who he is. You know how great he is. I want him to become the biggest star in the world now.
Well, he's on one, which I love. I love when people just go like, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm just going to tell the truth. I'm not going to play the PR game. I'm just going to say what I really feel. And here it is. And I'm like, all right, Noah, you have a shot now of just because people are going to pay attention.
Yeah.
It's rare. Well, it's rare that people aren't going to go with the media training and are just going to say the thing.
Yeah. I'm going to create a procedural show.
Yeah.
And then just rub it in Jake's face. Yeah,
all right,
anyway.
you guys. What a great episode. One of the best. I'm going to see if Wendy's going to put in I got to carefully pick these clips, though, because I am so emotional packing up that apartment.
Mm-hmm. And remember, we're going to call Ronnie Jukebox. We're going to call Jukebox, and we're going to have him make an Elations remix.
Let's make it go viral so you guys can make 40 pennies. Thanks for listening. We're going to be back next time with episode 512 D-Day. And you can follow us on IG and TikTok at The Mess Around Pod. And subscribe to us, The Mess Around Pod, on YouTube. And we got some real fun things happening on Patreon. So we'll see you over there.
Love you. The Mess Around is a HeadGum podcast created and hosted by Hannah Simone and Lamorne Morris. The show is produced by Wendy Heisler and engineered by Sam Rogich, with production support from Kyle Chevron and Ali Khan. Our executive producer is Anya Kanovskaya. Katie Moose is our VP of Content at HeadGum. Our theme music is by Ronald Jukebox Jackson. For more podcasts by HeadGum, visit headgum.com or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.
That was a HeadGum podcast.